playing in the NBA Finals, motivation is a given. But if bulletin board material carries weight, the Blazers have plenty. The defending champion Bulls have added their voices to a chorus, casting Portland as a paper tiger with talent to burn, but unable to stick to a winning script. Now, can the Blazers shred that narrative and write their own championship chapter?
A look at the beautiful fountain of the Great Lakes in Grant Park as the Bulls look to pour it on against the Blazers.
And now, the starting lineup for your world champion, Chicago Bulls. A 6'2" guard from Notre Dame, John Paxson. The man in the middle, out of San Francisco, 7'1", Bill Cartwright. And forward from Clemson, 6'10", Horace Grant. And forward, 6'8", from Central Arkansas, Scottie Pippen. From North Carolina, head guard, 6'6", Michael Jordan. The head coach of your Bulls is Phil Jackson. Fans, that's your Chicago Bulls.
The stage is set here in Chicago. Welcome everyone to Game 1 of the NBA Finals. The Portland Trail Blazers and the defending champion Chicago Bulls. Along with Coach Mike Fratello, former player Clark Kellogg, and David Aldridge, I'm Kevin Hart. And Mike, a Blazers team that some have questioned. What is their mentality?
Well, they've made it clear. They're out to prove a point that they're ready for this moment and that they can deliver in the clutch.
And the two leading stars for these teams. Clark, it's Clyde Drexler and Michael Jordan. Their games invite comparison, I think.
They sure do, Kevin. A lot of similarities when you look at them, from their age to the versatility and athleticism of their games. Air Jordan and Clyde the Glide, both cleared for takeoff.
On the floor for Portland, it'll be Terry Porter and Clyde Drexler in the backcourt. Up front, Jerome Kersey is at small forward. Buck Williams at the 4. Handling the low post is Kevin Duckworth. For the Bulls, Bill Cartwright is at the center. Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant man the front court. John Paxson is at the point. And, of course, at off guard, it'll be Michael Jordan.
And the Blazers certainly motivated to answer their detractors. That's a question they know can't be answered with words, but rather with their performance on the floor.
Good on the shot.
Hey, the defense has the right idea there, but Jordan has the skills to overcome the contact.
Porter against Paxson. Porter, bounce pass. Duckworth passes to Kersey. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And Clark, the Blazers like to play a much faster pace than the Bulls.
Certainly, Kevin, they will be looking to push the tempo. You can count on that. And that could help them with their execution, in my mind. Much simpler pushing the ball with a numbers advantage than going against a set half-court defense.
Great scouting report. Now, here's Jordan. From outside the arc, it's good from long range. Jordan's got 5 minutes.
And in my mind, the most fascinating individual matchup in this series is Drexler going up against Michael Jordan. Jordan's going to have his work cut out on the defensive end.
Yeah, I could not agree with you more, Coach. Yeah, you know, MJ's guarding a guy who's averaging 27 points a game in the playoffs in Drexler. So he's going to have to really do a lot of work at both ends of the floor.
Here's Cartwright. Jordan deciding where to go with it. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Defense got all kinds of fortunate right there. Usually he takes full advantage of that situation.
I'm sure he'll take another shot at it if they keep giving him openings.
Jordan nails the triple, his second of this first half. Portland's going to need a tighter grip here on Michael. Paxson against Porter to the left side wing. Now the pass to Kersey. Duckworth with it. Clock at 6. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Just too much inside. Duckworth, a massive man.
Mike, one thing with this matchup, Terry Porter has really struggled against the Bulls in the past.
Definitely not a good sign for the Blazers. Porter's one of their most important players. They need him to come up big in this series.
Tying an NBA Finals record in a half. Michael Jordan with his third three, providing an early lift for the Chicago Bulls. So timeout called here, the first for Portland.
I think it's pretty clear Coach wants to change some things. How easy is that to do in a huddle?
If you have an experienced team, that really helps.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. Porter dishes to Duckworth. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Porter against Paxson. Pass to Duckworth. Back to Porter. Three-pointer. The shot, no good. Now Chicago takes it the other way. It's Pippen on the wing. Duckworth against Jordan. The fourth three-pointer falls for Jordan. The NBA Finals record is 6. He's knocking on the door and getting oh so close. And one thing the Bulls have been relying on is Jordan scoring Clark in the post.
That's been a bit of a surprise tactic for them in the playoffs, and it's paid dividends. More and more, they're setting up Jordan on the block. We'll see if they stick with that tonight.
And here's Grant. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. Fires the three. Portland grabs the miss. Drexler with it. Now guarded by Jordan. Coach, they're ice cold on the offensive end.
Well, something has to change.
Passes to Drexler. They get a hand on it. Jordan with the steal. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a three-point play.
Pretty good display of strength by Jordan there. Absorbed the contact and still able to nail the shot.
Trailblazers trail by 13. And Mike, after his poor shooting night last time out, everyone wondering how Michael Jordan will respond tonight.
Okay, we'll see very shortly. Sometimes that only helps to fire him up. Opponents are scared of Jordan coming off a bad game. He goes out there trying to prove himself.
That triple gives Jordan 5. Michael Jordan is just one three-pointer away from an NBA Finals record. Now a timeout called by Portland. We've seen Michael Jordan really having a great game.
They need to use this timeout to evaluate how they can slow him down. He's lighting them up from beyond the arc.
Here come your probables.
So for the Bulls, Williams, he's checked in for Cartwright. And B.J. Armstrong has subbed in for Paxson. Bryant, he's checked in for Portland. Robinson comes in for Kersey. Porter. And Grant sends it back.
Great defense from the big man there. Grant positioning himself perfectly to get the block.
Pass to Armstrong. Jordan against Bryant. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
He was just a bit out of position on the screen. He tried to make up for it, but he got caught.
Always a tricky play to call. But the refs were right on him.
Glad we got the chance to see that remarkable rejection.
A defensive play like that early in the game can go a long way. Establishes an attitude that you want to have during the game. It's actually hard to believe that since their title in 1978, the Blazers have only missed the playoffs once. How about consistency there? Unfortunately, they're still looking for that second championship ring.
Yeah, Portland hasn't been at their best when the stakes are high. Maybe this is the year they finally get to raise the trophy again.
Drexler, no good. The Bulls leading by 16. Armstrong passes to Grant. And 3 from Jordan, tying the NBA Finals record. Michael Jordan with an exceptional display of shooting. That was his 6th three-pointer in this game. The feed to Drexler. They could use a bucket. Rebound by Williams.
And that's a strong defensive effort to force the miss, especially against someone of his caliber.
Pippen for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
They are really shooting the heck out of the ball. Fantastic start from 3.
When you knock down threes early, it stretches the floor, opens everything up.
Back passes to Robinson. Good work defensively by Pippen.
Hard to convert against that kind of defensive pressure.
Yeah, if he's not there contesting it, they probably make it. His energy is just outstanding.
Nice work, and they are getting it done at both ends.
And building on this lead. They're playing a pretty complete game. And, guys, there was talk coming into the series that it could be the Blazers' last shot at a title with this one.
You know, Mike, they're an aging team, so that's a valid question or concern. I mean, you look at Drexler, Williams, Porter, Kersey, all right around 30. When those are your core guys, the window does start to close in a little bit.
Danny Ainge is checked in for Clyde Drexler. Bryant finds Robinson. Clock at 4 over Pippen. And the shot is long. Williams with the ball. Picked up by Bryant. And Scottie Pippen the bucket on the assist by Williams. Pippen's got 5.
Right from the start, they set the tone and were the more dominant team.
I love how they've looked right from the tip, doing an amazing job building this lead.
Back to Robinson. And no good. The dry spell continuing for him. Here's Armstrong. Lays it up off the glass.
Boy, they didn't waste any time, did they? They got going right away.
They obviously had a plan coming in, and they've put it to good use.
36 seconds left to play in the first. Ainge hits it from three-point range.
A fantastic shooter from outside. Ainge especially likes taking these corner 3 balls.
And here's Jordan outside. Jordan is now closing in on the most points in an NBA Finals half. Can he get to 33? 16 seconds left in the first quarter. Back passes to Abdelnaby. To the left wing. Portland needs to get off a shot.
Blazers foul. Abdelnaby. First personal foul. First team foul. Now into the lineup for your Bulls.
It could go. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. And so it's the Chicago Bulls in complete command. Their lead at 28 points going into the break. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We come back right after this. We welcome you back for the second quarter of Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Tremendous action so far between the Bulls and the Trailblazers.
And with Jordan leading the way, the Bulls won their first title last year. I'm not sure they'll have to wait long for another one.
So with Drexler sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. Jerome Kersey out there with Buck Williams. Then it's Porter. Then it's Ainge. And it's Duckworth in at the 5 down low. Porter passes to Ainge. Williams looking over the floor. He feeds it to Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And when we talk about Jordan, we're talking about a man, Clark, in the prime of his career. At the very top of his game.
Yeah, one of the best we've ever seen, Kevin. I wouldn't doubt the Larry O'Brien trophy lives in the Bulls trophy case for a few more years. I mean, the Blazers might not want to hear that, but it could very well happen.
And he makes the first.
An efficient shooter like Porter is such a valuable asset on offense. I mean, if he can't find a shot for a teammate, he's got one of his own that he can load and launch.
Drexler, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. There's the pass to Jordan. For 3. This is unbelievable. 8 3-pointers from Michael Jordan. And the Blazers seem to have no answer. Mike, I'd say any questions about Jordan's bad wrist have now been answered.
It's not affecting him at all, and he's taking...
Michael Jordan now holds the NBA Finals record for most points in a half. This is certainly a night to be remembered in NBA history. Porter dishes to Williams. Up top, Kersey, and the officials calling for a 3-second violation.
And a misstep like this will not help things.
Yeah, bad mistake, no question. They got to brush it off and find a way to get back in this one.
Pippen, the pass to Williams. Launches a 3, and Duckworth pulls it down.
Boy, they got lucky on that one.
Yeah, he's an incredible 3-point shooter. So you are ecstatic anytime it does go in.
And Williams throws it down.
Such a skillful passer. Porter has a great sense for when and where to send the ball.
Drexler against Jordan. Pass to Livingston. Back to Jordan. Williams trying to break free. This is truly sensational. Michael Jordan's long-range shooting beyond containment. And this arena is loving every moment of it. Passes it to Kersey. Outside Porter. Oh, he's going up for the alley-oop here. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Jordan's running. Here's Armstrong. And he lays it straight in.
And the Bulls might be a little short on the bench. Craig Hodges has been limited with a bad ankle.
Pass to Kersey. Now Williams. The shot, no good. And Chicago will go the other way with it. And Clark, is for Hodges, he might not play a lot of minutes now with that injury, but he certainly, when he does, he's a catalyst for them.
Yeah, Kevin, he's really an instant offense guy. I mean, can come in and knock down big 3-pointers if the offense needs it, but unfortunately, the Bulls might not have that usual spark of his off the bench.
Good recognition. You have the mismatch, go to work.
Here's Chicago. They're on a 13-4 run right now. Outside, Jordan. And the Bulls, another 3.
Again and again, round and round we go. This guy is knocking down those triples.
Beyond the points, he also provides spacing to this offense.
Portland moving the ball around. Drexler passes to Duckworth. Rebound by the Bulls. And right away, we can see the one-on-one battle, Mike, between Jordan and Drexler is going to take center stage.
And not in the way Clyde wanted. Jordan's been toying with him. If this is how their matchup is going to go, the Blazers are in trouble.
Yeah, big trouble.
Hey, this is a pretty funny story. You think about it. After Chicago drafted Jordan in 1984, he flew into town, but they didn't have anybody at the airport to pick him up. A chauffeur at the airport recognized him and offered him a ride. I bet you the Bulls figured out how to take better care of Jordan after that.
From deep, Jordan out of bounds. Portland takes possession.
Trailblazers ball.
Some changes for Chicago. Brand, he's checked in for Williams. King comes in for Livingston. And it's Paxson in for B.J. Armstrong. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Ryan, he's checked in for Duckworth. And it's Watley in for Terry Porter. Drexler outside. Williams against King. 5 on the clock. Here's Drexler. And Pippen pulls it down. Pippen's got his 6th rebound on the night. That's hard to believe the Bulls wouldn't be prepared to greet the number 3 overall pick, Mike. I've never heard of that before.
Well, it worked out well for the chauffeur, though. Jordan appreciated it so much that he hired him as his personal assistant. And he still got the job.
A good deed rewarded.
Why couldn't that be you and I, Kev? We could be driving him around.
The Trailblazers shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. First free throw is good. Hanson's checked in for Scottie Pippen. And he makes both free throws. And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. And once again, the Bulls defense stifling Porter.
Well, with that size and athleticism on the wings, they have the ability to get him out of his comfort zone. He only shot 31% against them in the regular season, and his struggles continue tonight.
It's hurting.
Chicago doing a nice job moving the ball, finding good shooting opportunities, and exploiting the weaknesses of the defense with really on-target, on-time passing.
And the foul called on Michael Jordan.
Personal foul.
That's foul number 2 for him. Danny Ainge is checked in for Portland.
For the Trailblazers, Danny Ainge.
Here's Watley, guarded by Paxson. Ryan trying to free himself up. Good for the basket, starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
They don't hesitate when they get their opportunity to punch it inside.
Robinson against Jordan. And the Bulls, another 3.
You know, the 3 shot is not a go-to shot for MJ, but his touch still undeniable.
And the pass to Watley.
2 minutes
Now
remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Shoots from the elbow. Rebounded by Hanson.
Well, we've seen him make this shot often with no defensive coverage. He's got to be kicking himself he didn't make that one. The Bulls continue to share the ball. They're unselfish, active, and finding points easily at the moment.
Watley passes to Ainge. Here's Watley. Outside Robinson. Here's Abdelnaby. He's covered by Grant. Stolen. And here's the fast break. Jordan leading the way. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Jordan's got 55.
In the open floor, few are better than Jordan. MJ can literally fly.
And while we have a chance, let's send it over to David Aldridge, courtside.
Thanks, guys. In this series, of course, everyone's looked forward to that head-to-head matchup between Michael Jordan and Clyde Drexler. Now, Jordan's defense is going to be a key role, maybe more so than it was in their last series. Cleveland's backcourt doesn't have the firepower that Drexler brings, and it's Jordan's job to slow him down. We'll see if he's up to it, guys. Back to you.
We will indeed. Okay, Dave, thank you very much. Mike, we all know how much Michael Jordan enjoys a challenge, and he's got a challenge in front of him right now.
And I think he's already enjoying it. For as much attention as his offense gets, he can anchor this team with his defense as well.
Good point. The shot by Ainge, no good. And the Bulls with possession. Michael Jordan again. Jordan's got 59 points.
And right now, MJ has it going on. His teammates should just continue to get him the rock.
They want to break this scoring drought, Mike.
Well, they've had a lid over the basket for a while now.
Indeed. Offensive rebound. Watley misses, and the dry spell continues.
They desperately need something to fall.
Well, they're on the wrong side of a big run. Never a good feeling.
The shot by Jordan, no good. Michael Jordan getting it done for the Bulls. An historic feat during the quarter, launching and making a phenomenal number of three-pointers like never seen before. Only in the NBA. Back to the action in just a minute. Welcome into the third quarter here in Chicago, folks. The Bulls in pursuit of their second consecutive NBA title. A win here in Game 1 would go a long way toward making that happen.
And I don't know how Michael Jordan can follow up that performance in the first half. But we'll find out.
Right side, Williams. Just 5 to shoot. To the inside. And there's Clyde Drexler on the assist by Williams. Drexler's got his team on the board first here in the second half for the Trailblazers. One of the great halves in NBA history, Clark, shattering some league records in the process.
And you know what, Kevin? Portland's got to be terrified. I mean, we thought his wrist might affect him. Instead, Jordan looks now like he's never been better.
He's incredible. They've got Pippen. Grant is out there with Cartwright. Then there's Paxson. And it's Jordan in at the 2-guard spot. And that's the group for Phil Jackson as we begin the second half.
I like seeing Drexler get it done inside, punishing the defense for letting him get in that tight.
Pippen down low. Covered by Kersey. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Pippen's got 7 points. And Jordan, Mike, is just tormenting the Blazers from 3-point range.
It's going to take a much sharper effort from Portland defensively. They can't give Jordan an inch of room on the perimeter anymore.
Duckworth kicks to Drexler. Here's Kersey, and the jump to finish it off. A beauty.
I like the unselfishness of Drexler, demonstrating that he's more than just a scorer.
Jordan against Drexler. Jacks up a 3. Michael Jordan, and that's good.
And, you know, they aren't showing any signs of easing up. Their offense looks superb right now.
They can't get careless with the league. And so far, this hasn't been the case.
The shot's good from Paxson.
Yeah, and Jordan sees the floor so nicely. I mean, one of his guys has a clean look. He gets the ball to him in whip-like fashion.
Pass to Kersey. Back to Drexler. Left side, Williams. It doesn't go for him. Some solid defense from Grant. Here's Jordan. The shot's good on the assist by Pippen. Pippen's got his 4th assist in this one.
Well, Pippen has an excellent sense for how the player's unfolding and doesn't have much trouble finding those open shooters.
Up top, Kersey. They need this. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Pippen.
How about this, guys? If the Blazers had taken Jordan in that 84 draft, their backcourt could have been MJ and Clyde the Glide Drexler. How about that for a twosome?
Williams, he's checked in for Chicago. Armstrong comes in for Paxson. Outside, Williams. Out to the wing. Here's Armstrong. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. Mike, the 84 draft is rehashed and looked at from every way, but it is scary to think, isn't it, about that guard combination in Portland had they drafted Michael Jordan.
Well, the West had so many strong centers back then, you can't blame Portland for taking a big. But it would have been a lot of fun, Kev, to see MJ and Drexler team up.
Future Hall of Famers.
Coming out of halftime, they're on an absolute tear.
And I don't know what was said in that locker room, but it's working.
Here's Drexler. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And it's Williams with the ball for the Bulls. And here's Jordan outside. Good on the triple. Jordan's got 2 now from beyond the arc in the third for Chicago.
3-pointers, clearly the difference for them here in the second half.
Tough to guard a whole team from beyond the arc. They've got it going.
Back to Porter. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. Lays it in off the pretty alley-oop. I could think the Bulls may be in Porter's head. He's having a hard time getting anything going.
I don't think you can discount it, Kevin. He's a totally different shooter against this team. In all 3 of their meetings this year, his field goal percentage nowhere near its normal level. And Jordan's jumper simply wet. Love watching him rise up and knock it down.
Porter passes to Drexler. And here's Duckworth. It's hauled in by the Bulls. Williams has got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Jordan. And slam dunk by Jordan.
There it is right there in front of you. Jordan going to work and dunking it like only he can.
Here is Porter. Pass to Kersey. Now here's Drexler. Porter looking it over. That shot no good. Great D that time from Jordan. Cartwright the pass to Armstrong. Over Duckworth. And it's Chicago scoring again.
Really solid work from the mid-range there. I love seeing Armstrong rise up with the confidence he has in that stroke.
And the matchup between Jordan and Drexler. Mike, is not going how the Blazers wanted it to.
This could be a long series for Drexler. Jordan's not one to let up when he's got a guy on the ropes.
Yep. They're running. And Jordan gets it to go.
Using his tremendous strength and body control. Jordan shrugs off the contact and gets the shot to fall.
Porter passes to Kersey.
2 minutes remaining.
Here's Drexler.
2 minutes.
Here's Williams. Oh, and the jam by Williams.
Leaving no margin for error. That was a terrific finish.
Clark, this is what happens when you refuse to box him out.
Yep.
You have great positioning and even better timing. Superb work on the offensive glass.
Stay aggressive. I don't ever like to see teams pump the brakes when they've got the lead. Stay aggressive, attack. A fantastic way to pad your cushion.
Absolutely. You know a run is coming.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Livingston comes in for Cartwright. And Hansen subbed in for Pippen. They are in complete control, coach, of this game.
There is no question, without a doubt, they've been firing on all cylinders.
In every way, you're right. Jordan outside, traps in the tray.
Major dominance, and it comes so easily for him. Fantastic at getting to his spots on the floor.
Robinson with it. He's picked up by Jordan. Pass to Pat. The pass to Ainge. 6 to shoot. Here's Pat. He tries for 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Williams has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Jordan. A good finish at the rack off the slick feet.
Great play that time, finishing at the rack.
Always nice to be handed 2 points.
Pass to Robinson. There's 31 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Here's Ainge. Feeds to Bryant. Lays it up and banks it in.
Solid pass by Ainge. The moment he sees a guy ready to score, he starts working on getting him the ball.
Jordan outside. From downtown, another 3 for Chicago.
What a competitor. He's been looking for a shot all game long, and he's really shouldered the load for them offensively.
Here's Abdelnaby, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow!
What a shot to beat the buzzer, and that's how you gain momentum.
Yeah, that kind of a shot always energizes a team, and they'll look to build off of it going into the next quarter.
The 3 quarters of play all in the books, and this one all but over already. It's Chicago running away with it. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in just a moment. Welcome back as we get set for the fourth quarter action here in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Portland and Chicago both trying to jump out to an early lead in this series. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Chicago Bulls.
And guys, I don't think there's a better crowd in sports than this Bulls crowd. They can make it deafening in here.
So with Drexler sitting on the bench, this is Rick Adelman's lineup. They've got Ainge. He's out there with Watley. Ryan is out there with Robinson.
First team foul.
Here's Watley. Outside Robinson. Passes it to Watley. Now here's Bryant. He's guarded by Purdue. And when you've got a crowd this enthusiastic, Clark, and a player as exciting as Michael Jordan, that is a pretty potent combination.
Combustible is a word that comes to mind. Really a match made in heaven. I mean, MJ feeds off of that energy of the crowd. And when he needs a boost, they give it to him. And vice versa.
Ainge, the pass to Watley.
Just phenomenal defense from MJ. Staying active and alert, making an impact on this end.
Launches it. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in. And it continues to be a battle for Porter against the Chicago Bulls. Clark, he can't get any traction.
Well, Chicago's defense has been a real Rubik's Cube for him. He just can't seem to solve it. The Blazers are going to have to do a little bit more to try to get him some easier looks.
Outside Jordan. Pass to Williams. Here's Hansen. Williams passes to Jordan. And that one drops for him.
This is what makes Jordan dangerous. His ability to bury shots off the catch.
Here's Watley. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Makes it off the glass. Jordan's got 6 here in this quarter.
As they keep expanding this lead, keep feeding him the ball.
He's having a great shooting night, so yeah, I'd say getting him the rock is a great game plan.
And there's the pass to Abdelnaby. To the paint. Here's Watley. And it's Jordan with the rebound. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Clearly moving into the contact there. He wasn't planted or set.
Yeah, pretty obvious from where I'm sitting that the right call was made.
Paxson, he's checked in for Williams. Duckworth, he's checked in for Portland. And Jordan's three-point output has been a huge story once again here tonight.
And that's not usually where he makes his mark. If he continues to pour it in from long range the next few games, the Blazers will have their hands full.
Absolutely.
The next foul will put them in the penalty.
You have to be careful now. You don't want to give away free points at the line.
Getting another opportunity here to see that powerful rejection.
Boy, he is all over that shot. I mean, had it read the whole way, got himself in the position, and then was able to make the play.
Here's Watley, guarded by Paxson. Watley misses. Now the Bulls with it. Big run right now going for him, 11-2. And slam dunk by Jordan.
Enjoying this big lead, and right now they look unstoppable on offense.
Everything is going exactly how their coach drew it up. Top to bottom, this is the pinnacle of execution.
Looking to keep it rolling.
Stay on the attack and keep playing the right way.
And Jordan gets it to go.
They're not just on fire. Nothing is getting in their way on offense.
It's practically supernatural. The defense is trying everything.
And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Here's Duckworth. There's the killer two-handed slam.
Position for success there. Excellent focus working that backboard.
Boy, you said it. Able to grab it and send it right back in.
And not taking any chances. He finishes the play strong.
No matter what happens in this game, you know, the Bulls will have a tough task ahead. The Blazers have won 14 straight playoff games at home.
A nice shot by Jordan.
I think the defense has to turn that knob a bit. Ramp it up some. You can't allow him to get those kinds of outside looks.
Especially when you're already trailing. It's time to lock it down out there.
That one goes. Count it. Abdelnaby's got 4 points this quarter. And Mike, the Blazers' playoff winning streak in Portland dates back to last season.
Yeah, they haven't lost a home playoff game through the first 3 rounds this season. So the Bulls better take care of business before the series goes back to Portland.
And here is Ainge.
I like seeing Ainge put pressure on the defense, finding ways to get to the line.
First personal foul. 4th team foul. Shooting for Portland, Danny Ainge.
That free throw good from Ainge. Cartwright's checked in for the Bulls. Livingston comes in for King. And Portland with a change here too. Pax checked in for Robinson. Now here's Jordan. Pass to Livingston. Paxson outside. Livingston the pass to Jordan. For the 3. Buries the long-range jumper.
It's been a barrage of threes here in this last quarter, pouring it on from deep.
They were saving their best shooting for last, hitting 3 after 3. And for all the talk of the Blazers' tendency to self-destruct late in games, this is a team with plenty of playoff experience.
Buck Williams, he's checked in for Duckworth.
Team foul. Into the lineup for the Trailblazers.
And so Jordan will bring it up for Chicago. They've given up just 8 points in the 4th quarter. The 3. And again, it's the Bulls from deep. And you talk about the Blazers' playoff experience, Clark. It's up and down the bench.
You're right, Kevin. It's not just the core guys. I mean, they've got players like Ainge, Cooper, Buck Williams. I mean, these guys are veterans with years of postseason games under their belts.
Just 5 on the clock. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. Ainge has gone just 1 of 5 from the field. Hands in the pass to Cartwright. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. A nice shot by Jordan.
And that's on the defense. Have to know MJ's angling to shoot corner threes when given airspace.
Here's Williams. And it's slammed in by Williams.
This is what a floor general looks like. The vision and the pinpoint pass.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Paxson outside. Passes it to Hansen. From deep, Jordan. And again, it's the Bulls from deep.
Such a gifted offensive player. He can hurt you in a variety of ways. He's a headache for opposing defenses.
Williams. And Williams throws it down.
That time, Williams doing a nice job bruising himself inside and throwing it down.
Paxson outside. From beyond the arc. Drains the three-pointer.
Their offensive efficiency has been even better here in the second.
Yeah, just continuing to dial it in on that end and focusing on making good shot selections.
Here's Watley. Doesn't go for him. Now Chicago takes it the other way. Jordan outside. The 3. Knocks down the 3-ball.
Since the break, he's been on point from beyond the arc. I tell you this, when he's this hot, it's fun to watch.
Pass to Abdelnaby. Here's Pat. Watley passes to Abdelnaby. Over Hansen. Williams trying to break free. Connects in the foul line jumper. Abdelnaby's got 6 in the quarter. Ainge against Jordan. This one for 3. Another 3 for Chicago.
They've turned it up a notch here during this home stretch.
Yeah, saving their best basketball for when it mattered the most. That's how you secure a win.
Ainge against Jordan. The pass to Watley. A 3-ball. The rebound by Cartwright.
He's out there just forcing it. Terrible mindset to have with the way he shot so far.
And the shot is good.
Close range, high percentage looks will never go out of style. That's just strong, fundamental basketball.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. A nice shot by Jordan.
It makes sense why they keep running the offense through him, proving how efficient he is.
Pass to Ainge. And it's Cartwright with the rebound. Here's Livingston. And with this victory, the Bulls stand just 3 wins away, Mike Fratello, from their second consecutive title.
And it looks like they are determined to make that happen. Michael Jordan's got one finger on the trophy already.
And you know the Chicago crowd will be ready, Clark, for Game 2. This building will be rocking.
No question about it, Kevin. It will be a great atmosphere, but don't count the Blazers out now. There are still 3 games ahead in Portland. And that building has its own set of problems for the opposition.
Well, you played there. No one should know better than you.
Yeah, it's a tough spot. Great.